Good morning and welcome to The Lobby, the weekly program about the goings-on of Ark and Dove Presbyterian Church in Odenton, Maryland. I'm Brian Boudreau, the clerk of session here at Ark and Dove and your host in The Lobby. Happy Easter. Today is all about Easter celebrations, and instead of a guest, we will have some show and tell on the program. So first, let's recap the announcements. If you are coming to the 11:30 outdoor in-person service today, hopefully you've already RSVP'd online. Please remember to mask up, and if you'd like to sit, please bring your own chair or blanket. And make sure you wear appropriate shoes for walking through the wet grass. And children, be on the lookout for goodie bags in your circle. The next Equipping the Saints class starts this Tuesday and is a three-part series. The topic is family system dynamics and how this can help or hurt organizations and their leadership. This series is being taught by Stephen Price Gibson, and you can get a Zoom invite from emailing admin@arkandove.org. We are still collecting the One Great Hour of Sharing offering. You can donate via PayPal, text, or check, and please bring your Gracie Fish Bank into church in the next week. The logos wrapped up for the year last week with a pizza and Fruits of the Spirit party, but there are still craft kits available if you missed a week here or there. They can be picked up from the bin on the front porch. Thank you to all the Logos leaders led by Jen Roman for keeping our youth engaged and active during this pandemic year. The Mission Ministry knows that you want to learn more about what the church is doing for the community these days, so they will be hosting a meet and greet Zoom session on April 14th, so you can hear all about the different ways Ark and Dove is trying to bring the kingdom of heaven to our community. Maybe you'll learn something new. Maybe you'll realize that one of these areas is important to you. Meet the mission team and find out. Get the invite by emailing Lori Kronzer. You're tuning in today for the Easter service Sunday. We have been reading, praying, and studying all Lent, and maybe some of us have been doing other spiritual practices to get ready for Resurrection Sunday. Well, we are finally here, and in a few minutes, the Christ candle will come back into the sanctuary, and after it had departed, as part of the Good Friday service 2 days ago. Then let the celebrations begin. And I know that at many houses, especially where children live, the celebrations begin first thing in the morning with an Easter basket. So here in the US, we might get a visit from the Easter Bunny. And here is a typical basket. Now, when we gather in person, I love hearing the youngest members talk about their Easter baskets. They might be filled with a chocolate bunny or eggs. Got eggs here. I think I might have, there's something in this one. I can't wait to find out what that is. Jelly beans, marshmallow peeps. That's one of my favorites. Or a chocolate bunny, fun toy. We've got usually a fun toy, maybe a book or a video, and colored eggs. So if you grew up in a different part of the world though, you may have a different way of celebrating Easter. So in the Ukraine, Easter baskets look a lot different. They are not brought by the Easter Bunny, but a family brings the basket to church to be blessed. And so going back to the olden days when people grew up or made most of the food they eat, the basket holds butter sculpted into a form. So I'm going to take the cover off here and show you what the basket looks like. So we've got the butter in a form. So fortunately, we can find these today. You might have, a homemade bread called Pascha right here, and beautifully decorated eggs. So these eggs, and they're very fragile, are hand painted. And I know, looking at these, you might think they are plastic, but these are real eggs. And in fact, if you look very closely, you can see the hole in the end where they blew out the yolk and the white. So these are beautiful, and each one is different and unique, as you can see. Here we go. Now, if you grew up in Peru, Easter celebrations happen with the whole community. So you may have a big Easter procession through town and ending at the church, and you will probably have fireworks on Easter. And if you grew up in West Africa, your Easter celebrations were also with your entire family and community. Families typically gather for a big feast on Easter Sunday, and it is traditional to wear white clothing. A trip to the beach may also be in the cards since March and April are warm weather months in West Africa. And in France, they don't have the Easter Bunny, but children get candy delivered by another unusual carrier. The legend goes that the church bells fall silent on Good Friday and fly away from the church bell tower. The bells return on Easter Sunday, bringing gifts. So children in France get chocolates in the shape of bells called cloches de chocolat. The Easter meal often has fish, so chocolate-shaped fish are also popular, but never chocolate rabbits. However you celebrate Easter, I hope your celebrations help you remember the joy of the resurrection and God's persistent love for us all. Well, I want to thank you for joining me this week, and I just want to remind you to keep wearing your mask, maintaining social distancing, and get that vaccine when you're eligible. Before the live stream begins in a moment, I want to leave you with this reading from the archive on Friday so we can remember how Good Friday ended and can prepare for Easter Sunday. This is from Matthew 27, verses 57 through 61. When it was evening, there came a rich man from Arimathea named Joseph, who was also a disciple of Jesus. He went to Pilate and asked for the body of Jesus, and then Pilate ordered it to be given to him. So Joseph took the body and wrapped it in a clean linen cloth and laid it in his own new tomb, which he had hewn in the rock. He then rolled a great stone to the door of the tomb and went away. And Mary Magdalene and the other Mary were there, sitting opposite the tomb.